The Kaisonka with news from Bridgetown that must make every Kaiso lover's blood boil. They fire the announcer, they fire Ronnie. Why? Cause he singer Kaiso, critical of a big wig in culture. They forget the power of Gabi. We have one message. Sing Ronnie say. Try to shut him up, they try to kill his sound, but they can't stop the truth from spreading all around. It's the same thing they do to the mighty Gabi. They ban government boots, now they vex with Ronnie. Tell them loud, sing Ronnie, sing. Let the Kaiso ring, sing Ronnie, sing. The truth you must bring. Now the river road station, the people's beach. They always try to silence the Kaiso speech. They're afraid of the peacock, they're afraid of the light, they're afraid of the people standing up for their right. But Ronnie joined the band of legends, proud and tall, and the people stand behind him, ready for the call. So we tell them, sing Ronnie, sing. Let the Kaiso ring, sing. For more people to hear. My Bajan family, it's Ronnie's right to free speech.
Of evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Marcia Week Show. You just heard the national anthem of Barbados, and I'm holding in my hand the national flag of Barbados. And let me say to Barbados, happy Remembrance Day and happy independence to everybody who is watching from Barbados, all 280,000 of us. This is a joy and a privilege to join you tonight. This is the Marcia Week Show. And what do we do on the Marcia Week Show? We introduce a young lady, and her name is Emma. And Emma is just the acronym for what we do. We educate, we motivate, we mobilize, and we agitate. Yes, yes. We put a little fire and a little pep in the step. But when you join the Marcia Week Show, you are going to get a whole lot of education, lots of research. We go into, we go into a lot of things. We dive deep into it, and we bring you research, and we give you a lot of motivation, mobilization, and agitation. And all of that is happening is that we are saying to the entire 280,000 of us who live in Barbados that we are that opposition. We're the ones that ask the questions. We're the ones that are going to bring the civil education and everything that we need to bring to our fellow Barbadian so that we can make informed decisions, so that we understand what is happening in our country. So it is really, really a joy to join you tonight, loyal opposition. Are you ready to rumble? We are ready to rock and roll, rumble, whatever you call it. We are ready. We are ready for all of that tonight. Let me welcome Carol. Carol, welcome, welcome, welcome. Are you Barbadian? Are you in Barbados? Can you feel the togetherness? Can you feel the unity? Can you feel the love? Do you feel the strength? Do you feel the vigor? Do you feel the fight? I am feeling a fight tonight, and it's a collective fight. It's us coming together. Yes? It's like when they had that Montgomery bus boycott, and that togetherness happened. Yes? Yes, yes, yes. We are feeling a collective resistance. We are coming together, Ronnie, like never before together. We're finding strength together, Flo Joe. Pleasant good evening, folks. Are you ready? Are you ready? And Cameron is asking me, and Shirley, and Marva, and Lori Bob, and I'm a big girl, and they're asking me, Marcia, what are we to be ready for? Why are you asking if we're ready? Can anybody tell me why I'm asking if we are ready? Mildred Ben. Mildred Ben, if you listen to me, Mildred Ben, let me hear. I can't hear, but I'm going to pretend to hear. The Bajan in the house. If you're from Barbados, let me hear a shout. Pauline, I'm speaking virtually because I can't hear you. But I know in my heart you are shouting, because my heart is like flittering and I could feel that vibe. Tammy, oh, Margabo, Beverly Prescott, any Bajan in the house? Any Bajan in the house? Hey, Bajan forever. Any Bajan? Let me hear the Bajans in the house. Oh my goodness, Anderson, good evening. Good evening, ADG. Yeah, ADG. Shirley, Dr. Ferdinand, you surprised me. You're following from Colombia. You stand with Ronnie. Listen, I don't know if you can if you are able to call in tonight on WhatsApp. we would love to hear your voice, Dr. Ferdinand. And we're praying for you. And I know you would be all over this. You would be all over this if you were here. Oh, Dr. Ferdinand, all the way from Colombia. Oh, we're praying for you and your wonderful wife. We are. I get all the messages to you all the time. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yes, yes. The assault on free speech demands it, he says. Thank you, Teroni. I'm a big girl. Sharon Innes. Um, Tanisha, good evening. So, oh, the super back. Oh, and congratulations. You had your first grandchild. Oh, awesome. I got to see a picture. You be shepherd. Good night. Good evening, patriots. Ah, yes, yes. I'm a big girl. Come to the front of the class. I'm a big girl says we are ready to march with Ronnie. Those of you who stand with Ronnie, and we will explain to everybody else who Ronnie is and what we're talking about a little later in the program. Lucinda. Hey, Jack Murphy. Shirley. Judy Jill. Judy, I'm sure I called your name earlier. Did I? Yes, I did. I did. I know I did. I'm like, why would she be joining so late? I know my people, I know my people. Kim Tay. Sing, Ronnie, sing. Listen, we're going to play that song again. We're going to play that song again. Marva Hunt. Yes. I might be in for a bigger surprise. Oh, wow. I will. I might just, let me see if I can preempt that surprise for my own self right there. Let me see. Let me see. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh Lordy. Folks, it's live TV. It's live TV. And I am doing something special on this phone right now. Let me see if I could make that surprise. Ah, Dr. Ferdinand, look at your phone when you are ready. If you get a chance. Let me see if that's what you're talking about. Yes, yes, we're gonna play the song again. We're gonna play the song again. But we are ready. We are I Neville. I Neville. Hi Cami. And again, people who say to me, Marcia, why do you take time out um, you know, on the shows to greet everybody? We take sometimes 3 minutes, right? It takes we take 3 minutes to greet everybody. Very important to us because we are a family. Truly, we're a family, and that's why we exist. We work together as a collective, and so when one hurt, the others hurt. Somebody's in the hospital, they let us know, and we pray for each other. We are one country, and we have people who join us who are from various parties. There are people from BLP who are regular viewers on this show, and so we want to give mad respect to all of Barbados. This is a place where we gather. It's like we come to the standpipe and we talk and we learn. I personally have learned so much from the Marcia Week show, from Caswell Franklin, from Maxine McLean, from Glenn Murray, from Mr. Gill. A lot of these people who've been in government, who've been senators, they have taught us a lot. Marsha Hines Myrie, from so many, Ferdinand Nichols, everybody who comes on, Zico John, and everybody. Don't let me start calling all the names because I might just miss somebody. But Stephen Strickland. all these, every single one of them, I have learned so much in this time, and we have done it together. And that's what the Marcia Week show is about. It's about learning. Every year, I think I go through about 3 books. I've just finished one and I pick up a new one because I like to write. I like to literally write the notes down. And another way that I've learned a lot is through the research. I'm researching on topics that I don't really know a lot about. And so it forces me to learn and to understand about how things work. And then we come and we share that with you and we learn from each other. So it's a real, real joy to be with you each time we turn on this camera, open my computer, and I come on here. It's a learning experience for me, and one of faith, because sometimes we don't know which way it's going to go, really, but we come and we sit down, we say our prayers, and we say, okay, what do you want to do for the country now? And we open ourselves, and sometimes, like now, it's good to remember why we do what we do, why we do what we do. Now, I would like for you to do something for me. Everybody, I wanted to share. I had an experience going on to my Facebook Live today, the Marcia Week show, and had to do it several times. It would not, there was some issue started, I think, yesterday. And so this is what happens, folks. You know what's going on. I just got back all my pages, a couple months ago, and I could tell they're messing again. I need you, everybody, just could you pause right now and hit the thumbs up. You see a thumbs up button there? Hit that thumbs up button and share. Because what it's doing, those who want to report, if they report the page, the algorithm will see how many of you are liking it. So can you just pause and do that right now? Yeah. And we're going to play the announcer song again. Dave, if you could get it ready, they want to hear it again. Sing, Ronnie, sing. Sing, Ronnie, sing. So we're going to play it, and then we're going to go right into the meat of the matter, folks. There you go. Go right ahead, Dave.
From Bridgetown, that must make every Calypso lover's blood boil. They fire the announcer, they fire Ronnie. Why? Cause he sing a Calypso, critical of a big wig in culture. They forget the power of Garby. We have one message. Sing, Ronnie, sing. They try to shut him up, they try to kill his sound, but they can't stop the truth from spreading all around. It's the same thing they do to the mighty Garby. They ban government boots, now they vex with Ronnie. Tell them loud, sing, Ronnie, sing. Let the Calypso ring. Sing, Ronnie, sing. The truth you must bring. Now the River Road Station, they think they clever. Throw your song in the river, but Calypso live forever. One. Calypso live forever. Yes. They ban the song, Jack who block the people's beach. They always try to silence the Calypso speech. They're afraid of the peacock, they're afraid of the light, they're afraid of the people standing up for their right. But Ronnie joined the band of legends, proud and tall, and the people stand behind him, ready for the call. So we tell them, sing, Ronnie, sing. Let the Calypso ring. Sing, Ronnie, sing. The truth you must bring. Now the River Road Station, Yeah, my Bajan family, it's Ronnie's right to free speech.
Listen, folks, I don't know how they get a song that fast. Sing, Ronnie, sing. Oh, that song is so sweet. And that is a song you're going to hear on Saturday. That is the song you're going to hear on Saturday. I ask you if you are ready. I am not ready. And what am I ready for? What am I ready for? We are ready to hit the streets because we stand with Ronnie. You stand with Ronnie. Everybody write in the comment section. Come on. Even those who don't normally write. Because you know what? Some of you don't want to write because you're afraid. On behalf of Ronnie, break out of that. Let me hear it, everybody. Say, I stand with Ronnie. Say, put it there for me. I stand with Ronnie. Write that inside there for me, please. I stand with Ronnie. I stand with Ronnie. Let me see it coming through this Saturday, 10 a.m., 10 a.m., November 15th, 10 a.m., November 15th. This is a call for solidarity. It's a call for solidarity. Yes, 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 yes. It is a call. I'm watching. Keep writing. Keep writing. Keep writing. Keep writing. Keep writing. Folks, keep writing. Barbados today, we stand. We're standing not in anger. We're not standing in anger at all, but in defense of fairness, freedom of expression, and respect for cultural voices. For more than 25 years, Ronnie Clarke, the announcer, served this beautiful nation as a broadcaster and cultural commentator. His voice has been part of the national fabric. A voice, Ronnie Clarke, rooted in heritage, honesty, and the Calypso tradition of social commentary. We love his social commentary. Following comments expressed in the context of a program known for balanced discussion, namely the Marcia Week Show, Ronnie was dismissed and reportedly denied severance. Many of us Barbadians regard this moment, we regard this moment as a test of our national principles. What principles am I talking about? Do we protect voices that challenge us? Do we honor long service and loyalty? Will we defend our cultural traditions of commentary and critique? This moment, this march, this movement is not against any institution or individual. It is for the principles that Barbados stand on, for civic dignity and for a free society where no citizen in Barbados should lose their livelihood for expressing cultural or social perspective in good faith. And that's why I asked the question, do we stand with Ronnie? Do we stand with Calypso as an art form? We stand with democracy and fairness. Folks, I am asking everybody on behalf of Ronnie, because, you know, I always say today for him, tomorrow for me. You all know that they would love to do, if they could fire me from something, you know, I would be gone already. I would, if they, I heard, I have to, I want to talk to you all tonight, yeah, about some of the things that people who go, who are on the show, who come on the show, what they have to endure. There are people who've come on the show and they've been told that whatever endorsement or anything they were getting from the government, they can no longer get it. I can tell you, and what about Dwayne Grazette? That's his main issue. It's not his views on the government that is the problem. It's Dwayne Grazette coming on the show. Because this is the show. This is the one thing they are afraid of, this show. This government. Well, let's hear from Ronnie himself. Go ahead, Dave.
Hi, I'm Ronnie Clarke, and I'm home for the holidays. But join me this Saturday, November the 15th, as we come together for freedom. We march and stand because freedom of speech is under threat. I will be sharing with you something you've never heard before. I've got the details, I've got the truth, and I'll be telling you on Saturday. So think it not strange. Look how the program manager changed.
In true Ronnie style, in true Ronnie style, I tell you, in true Ronnie style, he says he's home for the holidays. Think it not strange. Look how the program manager changed. I want to hear that again. I tell you, Ronnie, I mean, Dave and I, we've known Ronnie ever since we came to Barbados. We have been working together. It's not just now. You understand? We know the work ethic of this man. We know who he is. Dave, can you play that again? I want to hear that again. It's my first time hearing.
I'm Ronnie Clarke, and I'm home for the holidays. But join me this Saturday, November the 15th, as we come together for freedom. We march and stand because freedom of speech is under threat. I will be sharing with you something you've never heard before. I've got the details, I've got the truth, and I'll be telling you on Saturday. So think it not strange. Look how the program manager changed.
Oh my goodness. Listen, Ronnie. You have got to come out there, shake his hand, give him a hug, say a prayer for him. You know we're going to pray over him. Folks, everybody, bring the children, bring everybody. Plan on it. Plan to be there. Plan to be there. Let me tell you, this thing is so beyond us. We're not, it's the first time I'm listening to it. It was sent to me, but I was at another function. I was covering another function this evening, doing our mic on the move. And so I didn't get a chance to actually listen to it. And so this is my first time actually listening to wherever you see this. I know that it's on several of our on all of our social media platforms, the YouTube channel, Instagram, TikTok. I don't think it's on my Facebook pages as yet, but I know it's on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube of the Marcia Week Show. So wherever you see it, I'm asking you kindly just to share it. Share it, and invite people to come down. This is a matter of principle. This is for Ronnie. This one is for Ronnie. We're not bringing any other issue to the table. We're not bringing anything else. This one is for Ronnie because we understand it's for him today and for me tomorrow. Okay? It is for Ronnie today and it's for me tomorrow. And some of you, right now you're in the good books with the government and you feel safe and you feel secure. But what if that changes? What about if it changes? There's just so much fear in this country, so much fear. Everybody, but we're gonna play some of the songs from Ronnie, some of of what he's done before. We're gonna play some of that tonight, so that you just remember all of his what he's done, his body of work. We're going to focus on that a lot tonight. So I see that Dave has one on the screen. So go right ahead.
Oi, there, boy. Yeah. You know to come back again. Don't let it fight. You can't stop the man. Oi, there, boy. TC is the song, boy. TC is the song. TC, I worship TC. TC, I praise TC. TC, I give my life for TC. The creator who created you and me, the author of time and space, set the universe in place and all things between. It's that TC that I mean, who so loved the world he gave Jesus Christ his son to save, and through faith in him we can conquer death and the grave.
Okay, so the song stuck. Something is wrong there. Okay. So guys, please pardon us. We have not, as you see, I'm in the same space I was on Friday, and so we are not in our regular space. And I think where Dave is, he's having some problems with the Wi-Fi. So it is live, and so please have. I can't even. The whole thing probably is off, so I'm not actually even hearing him at the moment. Yes. So hello. Can you all hear me? Just give me a thumbs up if you're hearing me, guys. Taroni, can you hear me? Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. Okay, fine. So, okay, so it's the music that is stuck. Okay, wonderful. So now yes, thank you, thank you all very much. Now, let me just establish a couple things tonight. I want to establish a few things while we try to work out that technical issue there. Number one, I want to say to everybody that I found a WhatsApp message that I don't even think that Ronnie remembered that he sent this to me. And this is a message he sent me in July 2024. July 2024, Mr. Clarke sent me a message. I'm sure that's what it is what is. Okay. So I'm sorry. I'm just I was waiting for the song, and then that it would have been me. But the point is that Mr. Clarke sent me a WhatsApp message, and he said my song next year would be called the National Carol Festival. Okay. And he said, it would be, he told me what the song would be about. He doesn't even remember that, but that was sent to me. But we've all seen the post. When he came on this show, he showed us the post that he made on Facebook to say that he was going to sing this song. So he posted on Facebook a post. And the post, which he also put that post up on the night when he was doing the finals. You would see that the post said the national that is a song that he was going to sing. Okay, that's what the post said. Now, the big question is, guys, is this: what happened after he made the post? What happened after he made that post? Now, it's been reported. This is a piece of it that I want Barbadians to understand. It's been reported, and those in government can listen, because I know they're glued in tonight. You can't hear me. Nobody's hearing me. Hello. Somebody say no sound. Can you hear me? Are you speaking to me, Errol? Come on, we want to settle down with this technical now. Let me know. Can you hear me? Okay, so I don't know. That person says no sound. Errol, not sure what's happening with your because we have to get the feedback from you all right? We don't have a huge staff. It's just the two of us. So we're going to have to get so come on, Father, I just pray for peace in this whole thing tonight, that I'll be able to speak and deliver what I want to share tonight, that everything will work well. Anybody out there praying? Who is praying? Who is praying? Yes, we're going to settle, and we're going to settle. So let me talk to you. Now, after Ronnie put the post up, there was a post, a Facebook post. And you see me looking down. I'm looking in my phone to find the Facebook post that he put up. But he also sent me a WhatsApp message to tell me about this song that he's going to sing. I would like for Starcom, I would like for you to confirm whether you got a call from a government official, somebody who works for the government of Barbados. I don't know. I can't, listen, this is what is being reported. So I want to know, can Starcom verify whether they got a call from someone in government about the title of the song, even before the lyrics of the song were placed on the on Facebook? That's a question I would like to know. And you see, because the battle started with that Facebook post. This is why don't be fooled by the propaganda. Don't be fooled, people. Do you hear? You're hearing me? Don't be fooled by the propaganda. Who is it? Did someone got offended by the name of the song, National Carol Festival? And did that person in government call Starcom to make a complaint? Because I want to show you something tonight. And for you to ask the question, did this firing start and end with the government of Barbados? Did this firing start and ended government of? Who are the main actors in this? Why would somebody, if this is so, because I could not believe if this is so, that someone would put the name of a song. Song isn't written yet. And so that's what we do on the show. We ask questions and we call people to account. Did somebody in government contact Starcom network and complain? See, that's where it started. If it happened, so Starcom will have to say that to the people. Or Ronnie might fill in the blanks. See, but you got to come down to the march to hear. Saturday. I just want to put a little teaser out there. So don't be fooled by what you are reading in the newspaper. I told you that there will be a spin, and the other thing they're going to do is to find a way to assassinate his character. Now, the next thing that I know, well, you know what? Let me ask the question. Starcom, did at any moment or before the song was, you all decided not to play the song on Starcom network? The content of the letter said, did it say it was because of commercial considerations? Commercial consideration. Commercial consideration. The question is, why would a song, a Calypsonian singing a song about the NCF, be of such concern to Starcom? Ronnie has sung about, the announcer has sung about TC. The announcer sung about the PM several times, the DLP, anything, the church, pastors in the church. I remember he did a whole song on this called Pastor Offering, and a pastor called me crying that Ronnie was singing about him. And Ronnie didn't even call his name. So what was so different about this time? I know that it's been said out there, it's not, oh, he didn't get fired over the song, but I want you to use your brain, Barbados, use your head. If what I'm asking is true, that a government official complained to Starcom about the title of the song, and if his song was banned, and the letter that was produced said for one of the reasons, if for commercial considerations, we have a lot of questions. What about this Why the TC song we didn't say commercial considerations? Why didn't we say it for past offering? Why didn't we say it about other songs that he sung? But this particular one. So it lends it. I was talking to somebody today and early this morning, and the person said something to me, and I totally agree. It makes me want to find out what is the advertising budget of the NCF. How much of that goes to Starcom? How much? Because if you said that the reason this man's song cannot be played is because of commercial considerations, and if it is true that a government official contacted Starcom and complained about the song, then one has to ask, and I must wonder, there must be something. This must be a huge budget. Anybody out there agree with me? Anybody agree with the line of questioning that I'm asking? Anybody sees why I would ask what is the value of the marketing budget that Starcom is receiving? Now, if this is America, all of this would be out there. Because if the questions I'm asking, if those questions are true, if they're true, wow, that could be possibly a huge budget. You understand what I'm saying? You didn't play the Calypsonian song. And that's why I am saying to you that I am putting a thought there. Could it be that the start of this whole thing started with the government and ended with the government? Could it be that when they did not get him one way, they found another way? Is this punishment for coming on the show? Did they throw that in the mix and say, oh, we got to get it? Listen, folks, I want to say that someone who has served that entity for so many years, if it is true, and only Starcom can say if it is true or not. If it is true, Starcom, that happened, and you really put somebody under the bus over a phone call from a government official, if it is true, it's very informing, let's say that. It's very telling. It speaks to purpose. What is the purpose? And I know that every company exists to make money. But what is the value of that worker to you? So, folks, we would wait to hear from Starcom. And I see the comment there, my friend is saying, I'm not saying that the government fired Mr. Clarke, listen carefully to what I'm asking. I am not stating that the government. What I'm saying is that the finger, could it be? And I'm only asking a question. Let me be clear on what I'm asking. The finger of the government from start to finish. Could it be? I'm asking a question. I don't know. It's a question. Because if they got a call, did they feel they have to obey? I don't know. And I ask the questions, but I'm sure Mr. Clarke will be able to fill in all the blanks on Saturday, November 15th. Saturday, November 15th, 10 a.m., right there at Massacre Park, and we go to Independence Square. Massacre Park to Independence Square, November 15th. We're standing with Ronnie. Because we believe there are, I think people believe there is a lot more to this. There is a lot more to this. I don't know if Dave, you're ready with any of the songs. Let's try a song again before we continue. Sonia says, this is the straw that's going to be the straw that breaks the camel back. Sonia, are you joining on Saturday? Ryan Rock says, this is what you call the long tentacles of the government. We don't know. We're asking the question. Yeah. Yeah.
History, brilliance, performance, unveiling history. A Carol Roberts on it, Skyline Grace and Glen. Don't you that? I went to the MCM, and it's happy Barbados, happy Carol. It's the National Carol Festival, the Carol Festival. The semi-finals gone, 2 songs in competition. I can't even change this one. Hold on in the Carol Festival, jumping by stadium, turn the back home, they're gone. And the people in station, they will dance to the Carol in the Carol Festival, but thinking not straight. Carol must innovate and change. But are you proud? NCM, Carol, Foundation. Oh, Carol, I am not a fool. She hit the round one, Ega Viva, never ready. Classic with the crown, spotting the light punch. Innovation, rock song, more prize, money. Imagine Carol in charge previously. Mr. Hardin and Shiva made us free. Would be the guy that is Carol. Golden shoes like Carol. But if Carol knows so much about Calypso, how we never write a Calypso. How we dignity with a melody so pretty in the with a body Calypso. Residency for Jackie Open with Dr. Stefan Master Plan. Freedom Park, season of emancipation. And the theatre for Marcus Garvey, the great man. Work worthy of appreciation. I applaud, I praise what is right. But Carol loves to change. So pay attention, she might change the clock to Carol by candlelight. It's happy come over, no, I be Carol over, yeah. It's the National Carol Festival, the Carol Festival, cultural village gone, feast on the plantation, it's botanical, you're so beautiful, and I'm winning from it, the Carol Festival, the AC gone. Mr. Black gone, until I went, announcer said, tonight get dead in the Carol Festival, but thinking not straight, yeah. Even the hairstyle, they change. Come on, NCM, hairstyle, for Carol, depending on you, Panical, do you like it? Carol, I love you.
This is KNL, Kensington Network News, as we get ready to hit.
You know, I am still smiling and enjoying that. And he was the clear winner. All those young ladies you saw there, they're from Praise Academy, and I'm telling you that now. The dancers from Praise Academy rehearsed at Praise Academy, and there's a reason I am telling you that. Throughout the years, Ronnie and us, Dave and I. And because I want to address the issue with Stephanie Chase, I want to address that. And I see Dr. Ferdinand is in. I can't hold it back, Dr. Ferdinand. I shouldn't have done that, but I can see him in the comment section because I like to be transparent with you guys. Miss McLean normally comes on here on a Sunday night. And I have a standing thing with our Mr. From the teacher. Out of my head anyway. But I didn't want them to come on tonight, and because of the nature of what we were discussing, because I don't want it to be said that this is, they are on our broadcast, we have people like myself and Dr. Ferdinand who are independent. We don't, I'm not part of any party, and I don't think Dr. Ferdinand is still a member of, he might be still a member of APP. He would have to tell me that. I don't know, but you will not find my name on any party at all. But we didn't want it to be associated with any party. This issue, this is our issue, and Dave knew I had to come on here by myself tonight. I did try to get other people. I know Zico was out speaking the entire weekend, and so we didn't want him to, just to stress, to stress people's voices and so on. So I was determined to come on here myself this evening. And we play music and just talk with you, and you call in. And we still wanted to call in, We still wanted to call in. Please do call in, right? But I am so happy that I see that Dr. Ferdinand, he has to tell me when he's ready to come in to the studio. But I want to address just briefly this issue that came up through social media, and everybody was sending it to me about something that was put up by by an influencer. I just want to say that everyone is free to, ask your questions as I was doing tonight and give their opinion on what they think occurred. Everybody, it's out there in the public, and that's what we all do. We ask questions and we comment, and you know how it goes in social media. And that comment, because it happened Friday night, and by Saturday morning, I think people were messaging me about this comment that is out there. If you notice, I have not said anything because, I just don't. This caller who's calling, we're going to give you a call right back. Just let me finish what I'm saying. I'm not going to be long on this. I don't do that, and one of the things I don't use my platform to do, and it's very rare that you're going to see me do anything like that. It has to be really bad for me to use my platform and try to defend myself. Okay, I'm not going to do that. But because it involves somebody else, it involves Miss Clarke. I believe that I need to say something about it. And that particular influencer is somebody that I respect in the arts. She's a wonderful theater arts teacher and a performer. When I met her, she was a singer. She did a lot of backup singing and has contributed a lot to the Calypso, to crop over to the industry. And so it's someone that I respect. I respect her work in the arts, and we know each other from the arts. The last time I saw her was when she put on a beautiful production at her school, and because one of our students that we mentor, it's also it goes to that school, and so I went. It was a beautiful, really, really beautiful production, and I went up and congratulated her, and I think she does a fine work with the young people there, and and so I've always admired her work in the arts. She, works a lot with young people because it's very similar. I also teach theater arts. And, sometimes I'll get all ones, and she'll get all ones, because, we love what we do and we love young people. And that's the truth. And that's how I feel about this particular influencer. I wouldn't sit here and say anything, that is negative, about her and her work. I also said that when we were doing the protest, not the protest, but the walk for Jonathan Chase, that I was really, really heartened to see that that particular influencer reached out to me and said, Marcia, I want to help. I want to help. And I was heartened because of the fact that there are some people who felt that I was trying to use the Jonathan Chase's death as a political football then. And I was happy that she didn't see that. And I knew that she would not think that way because she would have known me before I'm doing this. And even while I'm doing this, she knows that I love young people. I work with young people. And if she was doing that, I would support her because I know of her work and how how she handles young people, which is very similar to me. So she reached out and I reached back out to her and she helped tremendously. And for that, I've been on the show and I've thanked her for that. So it was unfortunate to see this comment on her page, which I know it could be because she does not understand the relationship that Mr. Clarke and I share, and his family and our family. And to say that Mr. Clarke was trapped, that the moderator probably trapped, not might have trapped. I don't have I should have had the exact wording. But the word trapped was used. That Mr. Clarke, the Ronnie Clarke, the announcer, and I had a conversation before he came on the program, and I would never do that. I would never do that to Ronnie Clarke. Plus, you know how smart Ronnie is. Ronnie's a man of the media. Ain't nobody trapping him. You understand? I'm a newcomer to this. Ronnie's been in this for 20-something years. I could trap him. He's a big man and he's seasoned. To say that as somebody who's new to this, it's 3 years. How long I've been doing this, Dave? Sometimes I forget. I'm very new to this. So to trap him, and not just that, Ronnie's a friend, and on this program, there's nobody who's going to come on this program and say that Marcia Weeks trapped them, because that's not how, I just don't do that. I don't do that. That is not the way we operate. Dr. Ferdinand would not bring somebody on the program and trap them. Do you understand? And so I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt that she does not understand the way I operate or the way this show operates. We would not bring somebody on here and treat them unkindly. That's not why we do things, and that's not how I operate. And I'm going to say that she doesn't know that, and she's giving her opinion. Now, what I want to say is this, because I know that as much as I respect this particular influencer, Ronnie also respects the influencer. And Ronnie has reached out, he said, I can say this, to assure her that no such thing happened on this show. Yes, I did miss sometimes because he's my friend, so I would say Ronnie, and then I corrected myself and I said the announcer, because we had the conversation before he came on, and if I'm reading something and somebody, I would remind people in the 3 times he came on, would remind people that, remember, he's the announcer. Go back and you can watch and you will see. So I might have missed a couple times and said that. But the funny thing, he will explain that those are not even the sections. They're not concerned about those. It's nothing to do with that. Okay, so I'm going to give my sister the benefit of the doubt with that. But what I want to also say is this: let's be careful. Let's be careful that we do not try to interject or inject other things in the conversation. So some of you out there, you have a problem with me and you have a problem with the show. Please don't use that to anyone out there, anyone, to cloud what has happened to Mr. Clarke. You see? Please. And I'm hoping that this is not, we don't see an agenda, coming through here. Let's be careful. Let's be careful. As an artist, from one artist, I'm speaking to the influencer, because I know when it happened, I saw she put up a post and said she's going over to the Marcia Week show to hear what happened, or to, and I'm happy that you watch my show. And I actually, if this didn't happen, on Friday, I had a clip from her show to put up, not her show, from her comments, to put up, because she had a beautiful comment about the report. There was a report that was put out. That there was a report that was put out about the schools, the number of students from particular schools who get into criminal activities. And I share her sentiment. And it's so funny, that same Friday or Thursday when it was out, I said, I'm not surprised that she would have been so upset about it as an educator and somebody who works with students, with young people. So what am I saying? I'm saying that let us, as one artist, from one artist to the next, let us look at it for what it is. And let us not inject any way that anybody, you feel about me or I feel about you. No other agendas in this. Okay? And it is for that reason I did not want anybody. I have two main persons who come on the show who are, they're associated with the DLP, and they're not on the show. I came alone because, as with the charlatan issue, this is not something that I want to be confused with anything else. Okay? Yes, politics is involved. Because I happen to believe that there is a government, the finger of the government, again, my opinion. And I ask the questions. If it started with the government asking a question or making a complaint, did it end with them? Was there was there a finger that was winding through? I say, as an artist, let's focus on the freedom of expression of this artist, the announcer. I think that's what we need to put our efforts on. Okay? And not, as artists, let us not turn the gun on each other. It's not the time for it. I'm not fighting with you. Let's come together and let's fight on behalf of Ronnie to get the truth. Let's use our skills to find out the truth of what happened with Mr. Clarke. That's what I would love to see the artistic community come together to do. It's not about me. So remove the guns from me and turn the guns to where they need to go. I'm speaking proverbially. Because, they will say I'm trying to tell people to go shoot people. Yeah? So some people say, don't say anything about it because, you don't want the da-da-da-da-da. And so, no, we have to address it because it involves my friend, Mr. Clarke, and I did speak to him about addressing it, okay? And one love, my sister, we are artists, and we must come together on behalf of Mr. Clarke to find out what the truth. Love you. One love. All right. So we have a special guest, and then I'm going to go to the phone lines. I'm not answering anybody right now. Somebody's here from Colombia. Who is this?
Well, good evening to you, Marcia. What a surprise.
Listen, they will tell you, I serve a mighty God because, and how these shows, how they go, Dr. Ferdinand. We
Yes,
pray
I
a lot about these shows. And the thing is that I said, man, it's just me alone, Dave, because I don't, Miss McLean, she's not going to come on. She's such a noble woman. She said, Marcia, I don't want to get it conflated with people. Let this thing stand alone by itself, And so she didn't want to come on. And I told Mr. Bob, I'm by myself, but I can't, you can't come on. And look at you. Look at you.
Well, good evening, Marcia, and good evening to the loyal opposition. It's such a pleasure to be with you this evening. I almost said again this evening. To be honest, I had no intention really of coming on the show. I was following, as I do. I follow everything that's going on in Barbados, even though I may not be there. And I saw the whole debacle surrounding Ronnie, and I actually reached out to him myself immediately. And we had a brief exchange. He was inundated with so many messages, and eventually he did get back to me today. And I happened to be out, and I came in this evening just in time as you started the show. And I started to listen to the show, and I felt to post, at least to let people know. Number one, I'm still alive. My wife is still alive, and I will just give you a brief update with regards to her in a moment. And of course, I I didn't know I would be here. That's the truth. And and I just posted there in the chat, you might be in for a surprise, and because I know I can get in, as you mentioned to me when I left Barbados, I could come in either as a guest or a host, and we're still doing a lot of settling in, even though we've been here for a while. My wife is still has to undergo some very delicate surgery. As you know, that's the reason that she came here to Colombia. Her The matter to do with her life-threatening surgery is still one that we're facing, but she has to undergo a series of tests before she engages that to ensure that she is bodily and physically capable of handling the surgery and the procedures that would be necessary for her. So she's still in a sense in that danger zone. It's still costing us quite a bit. The GoFundMe page is still there and still up for anyone who wishes to assist us. We'd be happy to hear from them. But I did feel, I don't know why, and you talk about praying, and you talk about putting the show before the Lord before you come on. I did feel to just drop in and say a few words with regards to the situation with Ronnie. You're muted.
Yeah, well, guess what? You know how it is when you're on by yourself. So I get somebody on. So I'm like, you know what? Let me get some stuff, technical stuff, work out in the back here with Dave. So I was here all along. But that was so gracious of you to have called Ronnie. And I know that you would not. That's something that you would do. You would have been up there on Saturday at the march as well. But what are your thoughts? You know, you heard this thing happen. You would have been following it because through the show. So what are your thoughts about this?
Well, first thing of all, Marcy, I've known Ronnie for a long time. I mean, Ronnie was program manager when I had a program breakthrough. And I remember particularly the Tuesday, I think it was the Tuesday morning I was on, when there was the attack on the Twin Towers in the United States. And I watched Ronnie really manage and handle things in a very professional manner. He's always been very professional in everything that I've been involved with him when we were doing the program on the station. I've always regarded him to be a very strong spiritual Christian young man. I've always seen him as a tremendous example of a marketplace minister who is committed to the Lord Jesus Christ and is committed to living it in the world in which he lives and in the profession in which he lives. I did know that when he did the song, it did create some ripples. There was some discomfort in certain circles. And as you have rightly said, I think people need to focus on the main issue here at the moment, and that is the matter of freedom of speech. I have lived through now several governments, Barbados Labour Party and Democratic Labour Party governments, all of them have been subject to sarcastic calypsos from all sides. I remember "The beach is mine, I can bathe there anytime," with don't recall his name right now. All of these calypsonians. See, I remember, I think it was
Gabby,
Mike,
Gabby.
yeah, Gabby, and I remember, I think it was Griner that did want to do these stinging bees. I stand to be corrected. I mean, there have always been social commentary calypsos that have stung every prime minister and every political party. I want to believe, and I say this cautiously, I want to believe that we have come to a mature enough stage in the political landscape of Barbados that we are not so thin-skinned that when social commentary is done with the intention that we have always known calypsos to have been done in Barbados. And not only in Barbados, around the Caribbean, in Trinidad, there's some stinging calypsos that are being done and have been done by calypsonians regarding the government in Trinidad. And I want to believe that there, and notice what I said, I want to believe that there is no governmental interference in this matter. Somehow I feel that that may not be the case, because as I engage a lot of the both global and local engagements, governmentally, politically, we know a lot goes on behind closed doors and in secrets that we do not know about. Phone calls are made. I remember phone calls being made when Harold Hoyt was the editor-in-chief of The Nation, and certain articles and certain stories had to be taken out, taken down, not printed because of some political influence. So these are not things that we're strange to, but I want to say that when it comes to the matter surrounding Ronnie, I do remember very clearly the night he appeared on the Marcia Week show as the announcer, Marcia. I was privy to that show, and I did not hear anything expressed by Ronnie, and I will call him Ronnie at this moment, regarding anything to do with his professional involvement, his job, his place of employment, nothing. He spoke as the announcer. He spoke concerning how his matter was being dealt with as the performer. And that was the extent to which I recall Ronnie speaking on the show. He did not appear on the show as any representative or speaking on behalf of, or at any point in time, anything to do with Starcom Network. He appeared as the announcer. That having been said, Marcia, however, if we are at a point in Barbados where persons' jobs are on the line because in their dual role, as you would take myself, for example, as a gospel singer. I sing as a gospel singer, but I am also a Pentecostal Assemblies of the West Indies pastor. And there may be songs I may sing that the fellowship may not necessarily agree with, but I am two separate entities performing. When I sing, I'm performing as a minister in music, and when I am a minister in the fellowship, preaching in the church and so on, that's a different role I carry. And so, the aspects of how I have to watch how I speak and what I say now becomes very problematic in Barbados. And before I allow you to just jump in, Marcia, I want to say that—
Go right ahead. We want to hear you. Go ahead.
Want to say that there is in our Constitution the freedom of association. It is enshrined in the Constitution of Barbados. There are people who say that we don't have a constitution. That is not entirely correct. We may not have a constitution as a republic because there has been no new or amended constitution apart from the aspect of changing the title from Governor General to the President. That's the only change, as far as I'm aware, that's been made in the constitution. But the constitution exists. Otherwise, there could be no government and there could be no parliament or anything in Barbados. So we need to understand that. But that constitution protects freedom of association. I remember as a Pawi minister, as a religious minister, when I engaged the political aspects of my life, there were questions raised, and I was quick to make the point that there is no constitution of any organization that can overrule or override the constitution of the country where the person exists or lives. All other constitutions must be subject to the national constitution of that country. And so there is the aspect of freedom of association. If there, and of course, we don't know the terms and conditions of Mr. Clarke's contract with the radio station. We don't know what is worded or enshrined in it. But I would venture to say that on the basis of the perceptions of which we are being led to believe, that it would appear that he has been sanctioned as a result of two things. One, producing the particular song, which was not aired on certain radio stations because it obviously left some people feeling very uncomfortable, and two, appearing on this show. I cannot think of any other reasons that could be engaged in order for him to have suddenly, and I say suddenly, even though it was over a period of time, Marcia, Ronnie has been a committed professional operator and worker at Starcom Network for many years. I don't know exactly how long, but when I went on with my breakthrough radio program, he was there. And when I left, he was there. And up to recently, he was there. And so I'm very disappointed to see the action that has been taken. But then again, as I said, I do not know the terms and conditions of his contract as it relates to how he would perform as a Calypsonian and his professional aspect and where he appears, which is under the Constitution, his right to be free to associate wherever and with whomever he pleases.
Yeah, very good points there, Dr. Ferdinand. And, you know, one of the things that I know, and I asked a question on the show on Friday, is that Ronnie has been singing as the announcer. I think it's for 26 years? Over 20 years. Let's say yes. Over 20 years, while he was employed at Starcom.
That's correct.
And, you know, in various capacities there. And as far as I am aware, and Mr. Clarke can verify this, is that there's never a problem with him in terms of his contract, with him singing as the announcer and carrying out his duties at his workplace. And I can say that because he and I would have had lots of conversations about that. There's never been an issue, really. Not, you know, there was a time when he did a song, a particular song, and because of the lyrics of the song, okay, then the song was, you know, there were some broadcasting issues with that particular song. And that was across the board, all stations. What is strange about what occurred with this one, just to remind the viewers, is that the government station was playing the song because as far as they were concerned, there were no legal reasons the song was not being played. And if what is reported is correct, which I'm asking Starcom to verify, one of the reasons that were given for the song not being played was for commercial considerations. There was nothing legal. And that's a big difference there. That's a huge difference, because if there's nothing legal, then you are basically infringing on the right of this artist.
Correct.
Really, and we should have marched then. We should have marched then when his rights were taken from him. His freedom of expression was taken from him. His freedom of speech, when his song was banned and he did not breach any broadcasting rights, rules then, or laws. Yeah.
But you know, Marcia, this is why we took that trip. I don't recall the date now, but you will remember that we took this trip.
Tomorrow is 1 year. Tomorrow,
Really?
not tomorrow, Tuesday. Tuesday will be 1 year,
One
Dr.
year.
Ferdinand.
Wow,
Yes,
wow. Time
1 year.
flies. Time
Mhm.
flies. That is the reason we took the trip to Washington to present the case for the citizens of Barbados on the violation of their freedom of speech that the cybercrime bill would have introduced. Now, I listened with amusement to a brief presentation in the House of Assembly by the Prime Minister, in which she seemed to be a bit focused on your show and your marches, to which she referred to specifically about how we are able to go there and march and nobody is stopping us and nobody is sanctioning us. But what she failed to say was that that was because we went to Washington and they had to pull that cybercrime bill back. That is what she did not say. And that is why we can continue to do this show and continue to march, because had that bill passed, this show and the marches and many other aspects that we are comfortably now still free to enjoy would have been under threat. And anyone who does not understand the global perspective and intent of governmental leadership to sanction uh, people in their own country for freedom of expression and so on is blinded by the fact that they're either political lackeys or just ignorant to the facts that as they exist. And I think it's very important for people to realize that when we look around our world right now, we are dealing with a situation, or they're dealing with a situation, I believe it is in Australia, where you cannot say anything, even from a religious standpoint, that the government does not sanction as approved religious expression. That is how bad it has got in Australia, Marcia. In the United Kingdom, it has got to the point where people now, and this is a fact, the police can now stop you on the street in London and take your phone and go through your phone without your consent or approval. That is the situation in the United Kingdom at the moment. It's being pushed back on, and thousands of people are marching in protest in the United Kingdom today for this. I am not bringing these examples to overshadow anything locally by anything internationally. What I am trying to show is that around the world, there is an agenda to limit the liberty of people to express themselves in every form or fashion. And it's made its way to Barbados. I think we need to recognize that both our Prime Minister and government have been complicit in the acceptance and agreement and involvement with much of what unelected officials are in the UN and in the European Union and in the WEF and in the WHO have indicated to them. And I'm sure people following would be able to see there is a lot of exposure coming out now, Marcia, a lot concerning the freedom of speech of people, and it's now made its way in a big manner into Barbados. Ronnie is the first, or I'm almost tempted to say sacrificial lamb, in the sense that, to me, he has not violated any law. He has not violated any, in terms of defamation. He has not violated any copyright laws or music regulations. He has not referenced his place of employment, as far as I'm aware, in his music song or anything. He has not gone around the country trying to defend himself or gone public or anything of the matter. As a matter of fact, to the best of my knowledge, Ronnie has kept very quiet and has said little to nothing. I would sincerely hope he has an exceptionally good attorney at law, because I think I heard you say something about him being fired without remuneration as a result of that. As far as I'm aware, there is legislation in the context of Barbados that does not permit any employer to act in that manner. And I hope it goes before the employment tribunal, where it has to go there to be dealt with, because he should be taken care of in terms of the number of years that he has worked if he has been fired. If he has been fired. Okay, I don't know that he has indicated he has resigned. I don't know that he has done that, but I'm sure when he speaks in the future, he will make all things clear.
No, he was fired. He was
Right.
fired. So
Right.
that we know.
Correct.
There's something, Dr. Ferdinand, and I know those of you who you're surprised to see Dr. Ferdinand on. He's actually on from Colombia. He's there with his lovely wife. She's going to have an operation. We would have told you about that and that they arrived safely, and he gave a little update on them. Both being there, and we are going to continue to pray. And he's also
Thank
asking
you.
you to continue to donate on the GoFundMe, because they did not have all of the funds didn't come in. As you go on there, you will see. So if you are so led and inclined, please, because when he comes on, we do this free of cost. We spend hours researching and giving up family time, etc., to be on with you. So
And like I said, and like I said, Marcia, I had no intention. I don't know why you were praying, and I don't
yeah,
know what you were praying about. But I did not intend to come on. As you know, I told you that I would take some time to get everything settled. We are still in the throes of settling. There are a lot of tests that my wife has to go through. We're still streamlining appointments and seeing of specialists and all of this, because her physical condition is such that they are skeptical to operate right away until they see that she can bodily cope with it, because that is going to be the case. We don't want her to operate and then I have to give you bad news. We want to make sure that when they're finished their
yeah.
operation, that we can say she is well and she is safe.
And that is being thorough. So you will
Yes.
know how to pray. So you can let me know when you need to go back to, your lovely wife. But let me just say, this is something that we had done before, Dr. Ferdinand, on the show. And we were looking at, one of the educational modes when we get into that, to educate the public on why a song would be banned from playing on the radio. Why would a song be banned? One, was the song obscene? Remember, we had
Correct.
gone through that review.
Correct.
Right? Was it if the song contains graphic sexual content or
Or
explicit?
violence.
Yes,
Yes.
yeah. Was it what then the and we can, as we're talking about this, can we all go through again the Carol festival, the National Carol Festival, right? Was the song obscene? Did it contain sexual content, explicit profanity? Okay, then some stations may restrict it because of that, but not National Carol Festival. It had no vulgarity. Was
That's
it
right.
promoting violence, right? Or
No.
hatred, Dr. Ferdinand?
No. I mean, I listened to the song myself, Marcia, on more than one occasion, because, of course, Ronnie is my friend, and I support my friends when they're doing things that are legal, moral, proper, decent. I don't support anything outside of those parameters. And I found nothing offensive. I found nothing defamatory. I found nothing vulgar. I found no attempt to implement violence or anything of that nature in his song. What I heard was an intriguing, amusing, and light-heartening commentary on the status of things in Barbados with relation to the NCF and our dear friend there, who, as far as I know, has made no public comment concerning the matter. I
Yeah.
don't know that he has received any letters from any attorney at laws with regards to anything where she's concerned. I'm not aware of it, and so it's a bit of a puzzle as to
Yeah, well,
why this has
the,
happened.
the truth is that the song was vetted by Ronnie's tent. He was
Yes.
part of the Calypso tent, and then also it was vetted by his lawyer as well. And even before the song was played we played the song. I contacted a lawyer about the song. So this third thing that we wanted to look at, that the third reason we have here why a song would be banned, was it defamatory, right?
Correct.
Did the song directly accuse a private citizen of a crime or wrongdoing without any evidence? So the
Yes.
broadcasters are going to avoid legal risk. So go through the song again, right? And yes, it critiqued public institutions, etc. All right, but the according to the lawyer, I'm going to speak. I know that the 10th lawyer went through it. Ronnie's lawyer went through the song, and I sent the song to a lawyer. And based on what I heard from the lawyer, I sent the song too. There wasn't anything in there that would defame anybody. Okay. The issue, though, so all of those have been covered. So this is why I'm saying, Dr. Ferdinand, what I think where we made the error, and I'm speaking to artists out there, okay? We made the error, not Baka, because Baka knew from the time the song was banned from Starcom. Baka, and we have to give them the kudos there, Dr. Ferdinand.
Yes.
Baka knew that something was wrong. That's a Barbados Association of Creatives and Artists. I believe that's what the C is for. They knew something was wrong, and they wrote to Starcom. Do you understand? Because I want Barbadians to understand, Dr. Ferdinand. This had nothing to do with this man being any program manager and anything at that particular time. They never brought that up at that time when his song was banned. So his freedom of expression, his freedom of speech was taken from him.
Correct.
Do we understand that? We should have been marching from then. Now, the big question that we have to ask Starcom, and only Starcom can answer because Starcom fired him, is, was it politically inconvenient then? If it did not, if it did not break any broadcasting laws and rules and regulations, was it that the song was politically inconvenient? Right? Was it? Yeah, go ahead, Dr. Ferdinand.
No, I was observing a comment in the chat. I wouldn't necessarily indicate who the comment was by, but they were making the point that in reviewing the act, persons are not entitled to severance if they're fired for misconduct. But as you know, Marcia, terminologies used in regular English and regular conversation do not mean the same thing on the matters of law. And so if you're going to refer to a matter of misconduct, it has to be defined. It has to be indicated how that misconduct has occurred, what criteria has been used to determine what misconduct is within the context of Mr. Clarke. And as I mentioned when I started tonight, we do not know the terms and conditions of the contract which he was operating under. But I want to say this, Marcia. People need to realize that even with matters of defamation, people are free to say anything they want, even if it defames someone. Now, you may pay the price for it, but you are free to say it. You can propagate a lie about me having an affair with somebody where my wife is. You can propagate that. I can take legal action against you and sue you for defamation. But that's the thing about freedom of speech and freedom of expression. Persons are free under the law. However, if they violate certain perspectives of the law, they can be prosecuted or legal action can be taken against them.
Yeah. And, and if the serious misconduct and this is why I'm saying, I told you all that the spin is going to come and they're going to try to, say things to malign his character. If it is serious misconduct, if the serious misconduct is that he came on the show as a programs manager, that is a lie.
That's
I can
correct.
say that is a lie.
Yes.
It is a lie. It did not occur. And if that is so, it is my opinion that's a made-up charge. That's a trump-up charge. And that's why I say to people, when you're talking about this, it is important that you go back to the beginning Dr. Ferdinand,
Yes.
of this whole thing when Ronnie would have put out on his personal Facebook page what the announcer was going to be singing come the next year, crop over, which was the National Carol Festival. And that's why I asked the question at the beginning of the show, Dr. Ferdinand. I asked it of Starcom because that's because of the reports that's coming to me. So I'm asking it of Starcom. Starcom, did a government official contact you about the title of this man's song? And what did they say? Was it a complaint? What is it? And then the next thing I wanted to know was what was so different about this particular song that if they did contact them, all the other songs that he would have put out, and it's a customary thing of his to say what he's going to sing about. When you talk to Ron, he's always telling you, I'm singing about this, I'm singing about that, because he's excited about what he does. So the big question is, what was so different with this particular song? And then when his song was banned, and it wasn't banned because of any broadcasting reasons, anything that he did not, the rules were broken. And therefore, and that would have been fair if they found something wrong with the song. But the reason it is being alleged, the reason that the song was banned, at least one of them, was because of commercial considerations. So then is where I'm asking, what is the value of the Starcom, the ad spend of the NCF to Starcom?
And Marcia, when one looks at, and I say this respectfully, when one looks at the national profile of Ronnie has a national profile. He is very well known nationally, not only as a Calypsonian, but in the context of his profession. Now, within the context of that, while I appreciate the fact that Starcom is a privately operated company, it can do whatever it likes, it can hire and fire whoever it wants to. That we understand. We got that. However, within the context of what we as a nation have been battling with for the last several years, under the context of things called transparency and accountability, I believe that the Barbadian public is owed an explanation concerning the matters surrounding Ronnie. No one is asking for their details, but I believe that out of respect for the citizenry who pay the bills, let's understand this. Starcom cannot function without advertising. It will have to shut down, and programming. If it did not have the two of those, programming and advertising, it could not function. And out of the respect for the Barbadian public, knowing the role Ronnie has carried both at the station and in the context of the culture of the country, I believe that it is respectful and it is the decent thing to do for Starcom to explain to the Barbadian public why Ronnie has been fired from the station. Now, if they're going to tell us that the matter is under legal redress or however you want to frame it, and I understand that when matters are being operated with in that context, you really can't comment on them, I can understand that. But I believe that the Barbadian public needs to take a stand from our position. I remember some years ago a politician, I wouldn't call his name, he was a member of the opposition at the time, made the comment that Barbadians are not interested in facts, only impressions. That's what he said. Now, if that is taken to be so, then the impressions that Barbadians are carrying at the moment does not augur well for Starcom. I have seen comments on Facebook, and I have seen comments here on the show of people's pulling away from Starcom, listening declining, support declining. And these are not things that any private operating company would feel good to see beginning to happen where their operation is concerned. And I appreciate the fact that Starcom is a Trinidad-owned company as far as I'm aware. It is no longer owned by a Barbadian a Barbadian concern. It is Trinidadian owned. And I sincerely hope that there has been no circumventing, going around circles, politically and so forth. I sincerely hope not. And I agree with you. Ask the questions. Nobody is saying the government is involved, but we're asking the questions. Did any government member or any member of a government office contact Starcom indicating their disgruntledness, dissatisfaction, or whatever with the song that Mr. Clarke has done, or with his appearance on this show?
Yes, thank you so much. We have on the line a caller. Good night, caller.
Oh my God!
Hello?
Yes, good night.
But you don't have to say that you have a call. The call is that you let you want to terminate the but your contract with you,
Who did he say it was? He said it was who? Victor? Who?
Yes,
I mean, no, stop. I'm talking to you, please. If you are afraid to call me, you can just let me know and tell me.
No, Mr. Young, I wanted to surprise the people with your voice. Go right ahead.
I'm surprising the body because I want to make it abundantly clear you can't influence the body unless there's a puppet. You have to influence the oneself. It's only if you're on a head that somebody can influence you. I want to make it clear abundantly clear tonight. I am back in Barbados, really competing at the World Senior Games, and I wanted to make it abundantly clear. I call your program to mostly try to push the senior games. I don't call your program on a political basis because when I call your program, I get more latitude to talk about the senior games than when I try to call any of the other two stations who are gatekeepers.
Yes.
So that is why I call your program. So I have no connection with no party, no politician. I will never have any connection with any politician or party. And I must make that very clear. The point I am saying, when you came up to the airport and interview me, I did not beg you to come, but most let you see what I had to offer. And you came and you did what you had to do. You didn't influence me and you can't influence me. So I want to make it very clear to people who got to believe that you can influence me. All that happens that people are vexed with you and the organization is that you're showing up the nasty wicked things that are being done by some of the people who are running this country. And these people who are vexed, I wouldn't say anything because they're too shame, they're still vexed and they're suffering too. So I want to make this clear. I got no connection to party, politician, none of them. What I want to do is competing at the games on my own financial basis.
Yes.
I don't want to compete. The government can't come and tune up pittance at me and tell me go up here and represent them. Because if you can represent a country, your airfare, your accommodation, your per diem, your transportation from point A to point B should be paid. Not somebody a little pittance and tell you, well, you're getting a little transportation. They can't do it to me. I want nothing from them. And I told all of them, don't come here to my place. Do not come. Do not send out no kind of thing asking me to check to see if when the vote is this or the vote is this. That has to do with me. They are asking the body for nothing. So I want to make everybody clear you can't influence me. So the people who like me or who surround themselves around me and think that you can influence me, you can't influence me. All you have to call is fair is fair. Reality, what is this and the wicked things that some of these people who tell them and go hot politicians and some of you do more, some of the most worthless things than anybody else. And the players are now coming, some of them coming to food deal. They can't fool me because I was around for 87 and nearly 88 years and I lived through every government. I know them guys. I work close and I know how to operate, and I know if they're saying the language to try to get after you. Think if I was in a job or had any affiliations to any of these parties, do you think that my contract won't be terminated? You know, we come on this program.
Yep.
They would terminate.
Yes, sir.
They would terminate. What? They would terminate my whole body. But they can't terminate them by me because they respect me. You saw you see me in person, right?
Yes, I remember.
Yes.
Right?
Let me tell the people, we went out there.
I read factors that generate the good market. That's the rent you can see. So I want to ask them regular because that's annoying them when they talk about the rent to get the market. Because check all them that can't talk about health. It should be ashamed talking about health because take them into a bar to get the market.
Listen, Victor, Mr. Young.
You want me? I'm going to call your program. You're going to send a caller. You can send a Victor Young. Yeah, you can say it, you know. Now, never see me turn up after I feel the end.
You're right. You're right.
And the time somebody asked me a favor. Because when you said, no, my porch and the pass and my dog's barking, they could belong with the gang because I tell the dog jump down and my porch off. I want all of them. Ready to and let me say, one thing here, ready to be true and not. I have no connection with politicians. I want to make it very clear, so I don't like politicians. As simple as that. So I don't want them to like me neither.
Yeah, but caller. I'm so glad you said that nobody influenced you because you call this program and we love when you call and you share with us and we
The point is, what you are doing is showing up some of the worthless things that people don't want to show up because they're political pimps and political pundits. And they call them not yard folks, they're no yard turkeys. So all that you're doing, they like to show up because you see the worthless stuff, you should stomach it and say, oh, everything is now. It's good. And you would just go around saying, but when you say, well, that's right. And people understand you. I don't let nobody fool you. All that you see going on, and you say anything about this group of people that run this country, and in any position where you got a job politically, they will destroy them and the friends.
Yes.
Or they deal with the friends and the pimps who they got around them. This way they can't come around me because I never put myself in a pimping situation. My mother always tell me, very much, and they go and earn it. When you see me like to Utah, I have to earn it. I earned the money that I got in Utah, and I earned the decency and the respect. But here you can't earn nothing if them from a certain side. You would ever think I would get an OB or certain things like that? Huh? Someone considers a lot more than some. Every who tells politicians, or them only come yesterday, around book them party, and tell them come to the right thing. The next one is party, they come to them and come to represent me, or they could tell me anything but politics.
Yeah.
Thank God, loyal to all of them that ran this country, and they know how to behave.
Well, Mr. Young.
That's all they want to tell you.
Yes.
Come for your program, and you don't want me for your program. Tell me that you want me, because tell me you want make some money, tell me you want.
No. Man, I wanted to surprise the people when they hear your voice.
I just now from the body that I go out. Okay?
Yes, sir.
I can't pass the trust.
Thank you so much. Well, Mr. Young, thank you for calling.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good to hear you. Good to hear you.
Good night. Good night. That's such a beautiful call because really and truly, he understands what it is that we're doing. And, we went to the airport to see this man off. He was going to Utah 4:00 in the morning. and we went there with a camera. Here he is going, no help from government. And I felt, no, let us go and representing the people. We went there to represent the loyal opposition, the 280,000 people in Barbados, to say to Mr. Young, we appreciate what you're doing at 80 something years old. I can't remember if it's 86. I have so many friends who are 80 something now that I can't remember which is who. But yeah, but to be going somewhere to run, to athletics, I thought we needed to pause and we set the alarm and we went down to the airport, and I know that there'll be some who they don't want to associate because he comes on the show, then they're going to try to victimize him, but you can't victimize Victor Young. That's what he's trying to tell you. You can't victimize him because he came on the Marcia Week show, because he understands the benefit of it to him. He's able to come on and express himself. But we have another caller here on the show tonight. Good night, caller. Welcome to the Marcia Week show.
Good night, Marcia. Good night, Dr. Ferdinand Nichols.
I know who this is. This is Michelle. Let me say the name because she might tell me off like Mr. Young said, call my name. So I know the voice. So this is Michelle. Michelle just had a birthday and we were able to say happy birthday to her. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Thank everyone for the warm wishes. Thank you for everything to the loyal opposition. I had a wonderful birthday.
Yes. Wonderful. Go ahead, caller.
I called in, Dr. Ferdinand Nichols. How are you? I'm glad to hear from you. You are missed. You are absolutely missed. Okay, so I want your wife to get well soon, so you guys can come home. And we love you, Dr. Nichols. We love you.
Thank you. But you keep praying. You keep praying for us. She's going through a lot of tests. She doesn't like it. She doesn't like the tests. Many of them are painful. She doesn't have a very high threshold for pain. And of course, she is not the strongest in terms of even the operation, because she does have some challenges with things like the anesthesia or something of that nature. So they have to work around those aspects. But she's in good spirits, and her faith is very, very strong. I can tell you that, very strong.
Yes.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for the update. And also this weekend will be 1 year that we went to Washington, D.C. For the hearing on the cybercrime bill.
Yes.
And
where I met you for the first time.
Whenever you introduce me, Dr. Nichols, you never forget to tell people that we went to Washington, D.C. You never forget to tell people we went to Washington, D.C. And I'm going to tell Barbados and tell the loyal opposition, it was the honor of my life to go and support the team that spoke. I did not speak during the hearing, but I was there to help and support and, make things a lot easier for those who travel so far. At the time I was in Florida, and I drove 15 hours to Washington, D.C.
Yes.
And it was, like I said, it was the honor of my life to support Barbados in their time of need.
Yes,
and yes, there you are. And I can tell you, it was an absolute honor of ours as well, particularly mine, to have had the support and all of you that came together to make us feel so welcomed and to accompany us in a sense. We were there, we had no one around us, and then suddenly this entire group appeared, and we really appreciated your presence and your support. Thank you so very much. There we are.
It's a year already. I can't believe that we're here, and we have to deal with Mr. Ronnie Clarke and his matter. And yes, if we hadn't done that, who knows where this situation would have been, and where we, as the general public, as citizens of Barbados who speak out on matters that we don't like in reference to the things that the government is doing. I don't know what situation we will be in, but there's other things coming up. We hear there is a domestic terrorism bill they want to bring. So, we're ready. We're ready. This bus does not stop. The truck does not stop moving because they think that we are, we may be in fear of some of the things that's going on. No, the bus doesn't stop. The truck doesn't stop.
Yes, we keep moving. And what, there's a song that you wrote when when Ronnie's song was banned. This was before he was fired. When the song was banned, that you wrote a song for him. And I know we have been
I wrote that song in reference to the Calypsonians because you had a few Calypsonians on the show. And it was like really shocking to me to know that when you write a song and you have to present it to a lawyer, it has to be vetted before you can sing the song. I felt that it was like completely outrageous. I think that it's important that the industry, the music industry in Barbados or in the region, put it that, that these things be addressed. Like there's no way that you cannot speak on a song and write is considered art. It's not considered you're just not stop talking. It's considered art. So I don't understand how art can be edited and modified. Put it that way, edited and modified for the public. It's one thing when it's lyrics that are maybe not able to play on the airway, and you have a clean version versus the other versions of the song. That is something totally different. But this here, where you're writing, you're writing what's on your mind. You're writing about topics that are going on, and you're writing what you feel, and then before you can perform your song or before someone can hear your song or record it, that you actually have to have a lawyer to look at it. Absolutely outrageous.
Yes.
But Michelle, one of the words used in the cybercrime bill was the word offensive. I don't know if you all recall it.
Yes.
To the point where if somebody takes an offense, and what we're seeing here is an attempt in my mind to introduce the concepts of the cybercrime bill without introducing the cybercrime bill. Because if someone feels offended by something, the cybercrime bill made provision for action to be taken against that individual whom they deem to have offended them. And it would seem to me, on the basis of Ronnie's entire situation, that to me, that is the fundamental thing that we're dealing with. And that is very serious.
Yes.
Absolutely. So I want the loyal opposition. We're going to keep up the good fight.
Yes. So are you going to be there on Saturday?
We are going to keep speaking and going to keep talking on the topics that basically affect us as citizens of Barbados, and we're just going to keep it up.
Yeah.
Don't stop, don't quit, we never tire.
Yes.
I love you, Barbados.
Love you too, Michelle. And are we going to see you on Saturday, 10 a.m. right
Absolutely.
there? Yeah?
Absolutely. These legs keep it up. Yes.
And happy belated birthday.
Yes. And
thank you.
And remember now, Michelle, you know what? Ronnie is going to be there. He's given me that assurance that he told me, he said, I'm going to be there. And you heard him on video, and we're going to play that very soon again, where he's saying, come out, I'm going to tell you everything. So, I can only say what I know, that when he came on, I never heard him say anything about him being a manager. I never heard him say anything about that. He didn't come on the show to talk about that at all.
No, if anything, when he was on the show, he corrected anyone. I'm here as the announcer.
Yes,
that's correct.
Yeah,
that's correct.
And so we will hear from him very clearly. On Saturday. So we're asking everybody to come out, just come and stand with him, give him a hug, and just say a prayer over him, and let us stand with our brother. Okay. Thank you, Michelle. Thanks for calling.
All right. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you. Look, we have, is that the song there? Listen, Dr. Ferdinand, don't let your wife get mad with me now. Anytime you need to zip on out, You just let me know you got to go,
Well,
okay?
you know,
So,
I'm smiling at some of the comments. I just want them to know that I'm not back. I'm still very much in Colombia and still very, very involved. You know, there comes a point in time, as you know, Marcia, when family takes priority. Down through the years of ministry and involvement, I've had both in terms of the spiritual involvement and political involvement. My family has always kind of taken second position. But in recent years, I've made the decision that they must be ahead of and right at the front. And of course, most importantly, my wife. And so I haven't returned yet, but when I do get the opportunity, I will pop in from time to time. But I can assure you that I am following the show. I listen to it on a regular basis to hear what is going on in Barbados, because if there's one place I know I will hear the truth as to what is happening in the country, it's the Marcia Week Show.
thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And I got a message here coming through, but I let you hear that another time. I let you. So anytime we don't blame me now. Don't blame me.
But I am not. I am going to release you from any opportunity of that, and I'm going to run away from you because I haven't even had dinner yet. I haven't had
Yes.
anything to eat yet for the night, but I just had to jump in. Like I said, it wasn't planned. I just made the comment on the chat, and when I heard what you said, I said, "Well, you might be in for a surprise." I didn't realize that you would have caught on to that so quickly.
Yes. I needed it because I had the idea that I was going to reach out to you and see if you could have made tomorrow's show, because would have been actually the anniversary.
Right.
Because remember when it was the 11th last year was on a Monday, so it would have been the closest to the anniversary, the 10th, although you went on the 11th. And so we wanted to celebrate that, that we went, but you're on tonight. So that is great. I mean, I'm not going to try to ask you to come on tomorrow.
Well, and let's put it this way. If the opportunity presents itself, I will do my best to pop in, maybe for a few minutes. But it really depends on the schedule that we're given tomorrow from the hospital.
Yes, most definitely. Well, thank you so much, Dr. Ferdinand.
It was a joy being here, and Loyal Opposition, love you. Keep praying for us, and thank you so much. God bless you. Bye-bye.
Yes, they are too happy to see you. God bless you. Yes, bye-bye. And wasn't that wonderful? And on that note, before Dave plays the song here, and let's hope it just plays really well, I want to say that I spoke with Mr. Glenn Murray today, and he says, everything is coming on well. It's all is well. That is what he was saying, that everything is well with him, and he should a couple more Mondays and he should be back on. All right. So remember, he had eye surgery. So everybody is doing good. All right. Go right ahead, Dave.
A tune about corruption and greed. A minister shaking down people in need. Next thing you know, my song get blocked. Say it too hot, might cause a shock. They tell me hush, go change the line, or face defamation, you cross the line. Now before I sing about truth or wrong, I need a lawyer to vet my song. Vet my verse, check every rhyme. It's like singing now become a crime. Say the truth but don't name, else you're blacklisted from the fame. Radio say we can't play that, but the jamming soak about gun and bat. So who running the station show? Only the PM know. My partner sing one about tax and bribe. Next day he gone, cancel he tribe. They say it's slander and liable talk. Now the poor fella frightened to walk, but dance all blasting every night, singing about murder and gunfight. Yet Calypso man must mind he tongue, like we the problem all along. Vet me verse, check every rhyme. It's like singing now be voice to talk the things and make real noise. But now them say tone it, don't be sweet, while injustice dance in the people's street. The pen might tear down, so they say, but they want to dull it every day. Freedom of speech, more like a loan that they pull back once truth get known. They tell me no Calypsonians must learn. Before you sing, go get legal concern. Line by line, draft by draft, watch lawyers edit out the craft. You can't call name, you can't say crook. Better you write a nursery book, but satire dead if we can't mock. It's like the watchdog Lucy back. Let me verse, check every rhyme. It's like singing now become a crime. Say the truth but don't name, else you're blacklisted from the fame. Radio say we can't play that, but they jamming soca about gun and bat. So running the station show, only the players track. So let we rise and defend the art. Censorship tearing the soul apart. If Calypso lose its sting and bite, who go shine the people plight? Not every song is meant for fet. Some just wake you up when things get wet. So I go sing loud till my breath done, cause truth in rhythm can't be outrun. Let me verse, check every rhyme. It's like singing now become a crime. Say the truth but don't name, else you're blacklisted from the fame. Radio say we can't play that, but they jamming soca but gun and bat. So who running the station show? Only the PM know.
Oh my goodness, Michelle, that is such a, that song, every time I hear it, I have to literally move. That song is so beautiful. Thank you for that, Michelle, because it is what we, you know, it's what we believe in, and it's what it rings true to us, especially those of us who are artists. Now, I wanted to share something with you all today, tonight, right? While we wait on another caller. Let me just say here, right? Can I still be heard? Let's see what's going on here. Hearing me, right? Everybody's hearing me? No? Okay. Now, I wanted to say to you that I have to remind you of some of the challenges that we face doing this show. We're seeing, you know, this show being mentioned as part, you know, the kind of, you know what they're trying to do in terms of with Ronnie, and the show is mentioned. There are people who've said to me that they come on the show and something, you know, they were victimized in one way or the other. And I want you to understand how serious this entire thing is. Because you choose to associate with a particular thing, a particular person, you're going to be victimized, marginalized, ostracized, lose your job. You're basically living in a dictatorship. And I am understanding from people within the BLP party who say that they are very, I mean, the way they operate, almost like they operate like a cult. And you know, we're going to talk it straight on the show. You can't go and associate or do anything with anybody they don't approve of. Once you do that, if you had a little job, a little picking with them, a little something, a little sponsorship, a little, it's gone. Dwayne Grisetts came on the show and he told you that he came on, and guess what? They are not touching him with a long foot pole. And he said that the powers that be, think, you know who that is, said that he has to apologize. Dwayne Grisetts has to apologize to the Minister of Culture, not for what he said, but because he came on the show. That's what he reported to us, didn't he? He said that they told him he has to apologize for coming onto the show. And I tell you, get ready, loyal opposition, get ready. When they call this election, which I believe is going to be soon, St. Lucia's election, I'm seeing here that it's being called, as someone, I'm sure, just sent me the date for that. Folks, get ready for when they call the elections. This show, they are going to do everything to shut this show down. I'm telling you. How do I know this? I was speaking to somebody yesterday, and I was told that they were contacted to try to get information on me by the people in the BLP, people at the top. They were contacted to get information about me, and they came and spoke to me. This is how they are operating, because in their minds, they must have, by election, they need to have a file on me. One of the things that they were looking at is my citizenship. Oh boy. So what is it? I ran away from Jamaica and run here, like people run away to the US. Listen, I tell you, you all need to stop. What you all need to do, stop calling around and asking people about me and people that you think that you can, listen, watch the show. That's all you need to do. What you see is what you get. Just watch the show. You understand? And only this morning, I was speaking to a particular lawyer, and we were remembering that, folks, doing this ain't easy, These people, some of these people are so wicked. Do you know that I have different occasions, at least 3 occasions that we are aware of, being followed. They send a vehicle, somebody monitoring us. Yes. We saw that. We went walking. And I'm telling you, I said to the lawyer I was speaking to this morning, I'm going to tell the people. I'm going to tell you. Left our home to go walking, and 3 mornings we saw the vehicle. Yes, right here in Barbados. And when I talk like this, some of you go away and you say that we're not telling the truth, but it's okay. I want you to know in case anything happens to us. I want you to know. I decided today I'm going to have a talk with you all about it. Because if something happens, you would know. People who represent us, lawyers who represent us, are being followed as well. Yes. 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 We left the lawyer's office, and our lawyer actually had to turn around when we went there concerning Praise Academy. Turn around and address the man that was following us. Yes. We saw him with our 2 eyes. Don't tell me that we're making it up. All of us together there. About 5 of us were standing there. We saw him. By the time we got to Things Gospel, went to visit our friend there in Things Gospel. Yes, our friend in Things Gospel. And we came back out. The man was parked, was pulling up beside our car. This is now between, we're at the courthouse. We go over to where Dave will have to tell me the name of that place where the helicopters. Dave, write it in the chat. I want to tell you all. Yeah? No, Dave, I did tell her I was going to speak on it. It's okay. This is what happened. By the time we got in the parking lot, I said, oh my God, Dave, look, the man is there. And he blew the car and left. We're on our way home now to St. Philip. You know, I went into some praying now. I closed my eyes and I'm praying now on the way to St. Philip. By the time I opened my eyes, I see we're on a different road. I said, what happened? Dave says, Marcia, I'm sure I saw him behind us. You're telling me that all of us mad? This is what they're doing in here. This is some of what's going on here, folks. And I said, after we talked this morning, I said, I'm going to talk to you all. I'm going to have a conversation with you all, just in case of anything. You know that I told you. And I don't come on here with all of these all the time. I might call Miss McLean and I, tell different people what's going on, etc. And this is not to take it away from Ronnie, but I wanted to say that this is not easy. You have some dangerous people in this country. Dangerous. Yes, helipad. Thank you, Dave. Not to mention our phones and all these different things. Okay? So this is a time that we have to pray more than anything else. This is the time we need to pray. We need to pray for Ronnie. Pray for the people involved. There is the agenda that is coming through now. The agenda is there that they are going to do whatever they can because they are afraid. They are afraid, I tell you. You know what's great? We don't have any fear. I'm telling you, no fear of them. Absolutely none. When you're doing what's right, when you're standing on truth, you don't need to fear. God is truth, you know. God is light. Light dispels darkness. Light dispels darkness. God's light surrounds all of you. Don't need to fear. Come out. Let this cause you to come out to march. Stand with us. Come and stand with Ronnie, who's going through this hardship at this time. Correct. Delores knows. Dolores is who, when it starts in my house and it's all this stuff happening, I call her to pray. Sometimes I don't have to call Dolores. She knows. Folks, this is our Barbados, and we've got to be willing to take it back. We have to be willing to take it back, pray for each other. I pray for the people who come on all the time, right? Not to mention, people come on, young people come on here to speak. They go and they hack their Facebook and they shut them down and all these different things that they carry on with. And guess what? We're still here. We're still here. Because as I told you with, for example, the housing, the Hope project, which we're going to go back and do some of that. I still have some more to reveal to you about the Hope project. The reason we do that is not to, just, we come to make the government look bad. And as they say, because they're saying now the narrative, because we hate the country. We're doing this to educate Barbadians, to protect Barbadians, because it's your tax-paying money. It's your money. You are the taxpayers. And somebody has got to be able to say to you, this is what is going on. And that's one of the reasons, you see, I would not use this platform to tear down Mr. Thorne, because I know that they hate him. I can use that word, hate, because it's the same thing is projected towards me. I will not be part of that. I encourage Mr. Thorne and I pray for Mr. Thorne. People who fight for you, that's what you need to do for them. And you do that for me. You do that for me. And we are doing that for Ronnie now. Do you understand? That's who, all we have is God and ourselves, That's it. We got to love one another, support each other. I want to also say to those who have podcasts or those who have a social media or influencers, just understand that this show is not competing with you. There is no competition with you. Do you understand? This show is about the liberation of a people. This show is about education. This show, while we're educating, there's a purpose to it, We're motivating, we're mobilizing, we're agitating towards the liberation of a people. We do not have time to compete with you. We're not trying to do this for, however, subscribers. I don't even remember to ask you to subscribe. Because it's not about that. And I'm using tonight to this segment, this part here, to talk to you about, to remind you about the show, because they're going to come and tell you what the show is, what they are getting ready. When I listen to Jerome Walcott, I could tell you they are getting ready to brand this show. When I hear the kind of questions that they're calling people to try to get information on me, and I'm sure they're doing it with Maxine McLean. They are checking out Glenn Murray. Although I know they don't even mess with Glenn Murray, because Glenn Murray, he don't mess with Mr. Murray. Don't waste your time. I saw them trying to attack Mr. Murray on Facebook. Don't even come with it. You understand? You don't know who you're dealing with, Mr. Murray. He's going to put you in your place. They are going to do all kinds of things to try to tell you who we are. They're going to try to tell the loyal opposition who the loyal opposition is. Get ready. Get ready. I listen to Jerome Walcott. They are getting ready to send out lies. That's what they're getting ready to do. And those that tell lies, their father is a father of lies. The devil himself. They are getting ready to paint us with their bread brush because we have refused to drink the Kool-Aid. They're going to label you loyal opposition. Get ready for it. I sat down and I saw that speech he gave and I said, wow. So they are going to point their proverbial guns to the people of Barbados. That's who they're going to do that. So get ready, hurricane writer. They have their agenda. So those of you who are influencers and you're looking for subscribers and you might be looking for likes and you want to have how many people view your podcast or whatever it is you're doing. And you know what, that's your calling and I respect that. I'm saying to you, you don't need to pick up an agenda against this show because nobody is, we're not, the loyal opposition is not about that. We're about what we did in going to see an 86-year-old man going to run an 86-year-old athlete that the government did not turn their eyes to look at that person. When the government wrote off Mr. Victor Young, we went to the airport with a camera at 4 o'clock in the morning to be a blessing to him. Do you know how he felt? He must have felt to see us there. Apart from being shocked. So what am I saying? Get ready. Understand who you are, what you represent. Every night that you come on, know why you come on this. Know why you come to the marches that you're going to come on to support Ronnie on Saturday. Know why you do it. Because somebody's getting ready to tell you why you do it. To tell you you don't love your country. They are getting ready. And you must ready yourself. Number one, pray. The lady who put out the prophecy, I don't even know that lady. She's so correct about praying. You know, I don't know the form that the prayer will take because as you know my style, I will not be, you know, taking over the march that you want to march and protest and pray the whole time. I think we can have a separate march. I think we should before the year is up where we just pray on the road, Dolores. And you can tell that lady who shared that, you know, message to me. And I bless her for it because the woman is correct. We need to pray. Will I take the protest march and turn it into prayer? No, my integrity will not allow me to do that. But I will take my time and work with her and other people who want to just pray. You want to just pray? Well, let's get a big truck and pray on the brick truck too. Let's pray in Bridgetown. Bring the churches and let's pray. But I agree with her. Tell her, please. I agree with her. But we have a caller here. But I hope you're understanding what I'm saying to us as a family. Look at what has happened to Ronnie. You've got to stick together. Come out on Saturday. Stick together. If it was me, I would want you to support me. And it's Ronnie. We're going to support Ronnie. But the caller is here. Let's good night, caller. Let me see if we can hear you. Go ahead.
Yes, a blessed good night, March. See you.
You're always calling me Marcia. Go ahead.
I miss you. I miss you. I am beginning to understand what it means to be really vexed with people, especially cowards. You know, we have a bunch of cowards that feel that they are justified by voting for a government that telling them lies. Imagine voting for people who got liberty to speak in Parliament, but want to pass laws to stop your freedom of speech, and cowards voting for them. Imagine voting for a government that full of a lot of broken promises and rejoicing over 30 what? 30 broken promises? A government that cutting down people, not looking after people's interests, and actually have people doing the same thing. When we are marching, or they're marching, we're not looking after our interests per se, we are looking after the interests of this nation. And it have been proven that what we are doing is working. We were lighter during COVID, stigmatized, traumatized, made to suffer financially by this same government. And we still believe that Mia cares. One lone opposition leader getting licks, all because he exposing bad practices, and we have laughing at him. We're getting criticized for standing up for cowards who are actually profiting from our cries for fairness. Some Calypsonians getting governmental accolades can't even sing against this wicked governance. All those who can be bought, selling their silence. Shame on you cowards who pledge allegiance to their prime minister and not their country. Can a man hate his prime minister more than his country? Of course he can. When a PM, a prime minister, loves their country, there is transparency. So I am actually vexed and annoyed at the kind of nonsense that people want to throw out, all because one man. And we are just going to lay this thing one side. What happens when it comes on us and we keep our mouth shut? We shouldn't complain when people don't say anything. It's about time that we take off our cowardly vests and we start standing up for something. Because as it was said, a man who stands for nothing will fall for anything. Thank you very much, Marcia.
Wow. Well said. And thank you for remembering to call. I forgot. And so thank you for not being offended. Some people get offended. I just forgot. It's the two of us here. We do not have a bigger team than the two of us. All right. So, and yes, well, thank you. Are you coming out on Saturday?
As long as God gives me breath.
Yes, sir.
I will be there.
Yes. Bright and early. You know where to come. Where do you come on Saturday when you come? Where are you coming? Tell the people.
Same Kensington Oval.
By
the Nazi car park.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to be there for 10 o'clock.
Yes. Yes, 10 o'clock. And bring somebody with you. Bring somebody with you. I'm telling you, we are going to need each other, my brother. We are. Because once, I'm telling you, they're getting, yeah. Yeah.
I want to hear the announcer.
Yes, he's going to speak. He's going to speak. Okay. Thank you so very much. Thank you. Thanks for calling. He always call me Marchia. He put an H in my name because I'm doing involved in all these marches, right? He call me. Yeah. But I want to just thank everybody for those of you who you stand with me, and so it's I know I can come to this group of people and say, come out and stand with Mr. Clarke. In fact, you are the ones who made the recommendation that we have the march, right? And so I know, because I know the support. That's what they don't realize. When I come to sit here, Valerie, they don't even know what's going on. Vihoy, they don't know what is going on, folks. When I come to sit here, it's an army. It's an army. When Miss McLean comes on, she's got an army with her. Glenn Murray, he's got an army. Rose Corbin, an army. Because we see you in the supermarkets. We see you at the market. We see you in town. We see you at Sheraton Mall. Everywhere I go, I see this army. And so they need to think twice about what they are trying to do. You could send the cars to follow up and down and walk and watch us. All you can do is watch. As my husband said today when we were hearing all those stories, as we were speaking to this particular lawyer, he said all they could do is watch. They can't touch. So watch all you want. Yeah. When I leave my house, I dress up. You watch all you want. Because God is not sleeping. We got prayer warriors praying round the clock. And they see you. Just understand that. They see you. So you could try all you want, try. You do all you want to do. We ain't budging. We are here. What we want democracy in this country. We don't want no one-party state. And if that is what you're following us around about, we can't say anything about the government. We have a case against the government, and you go have people following us up in the parking lot, follow us here, follow us there, everywhere, over a stupid case. One case. So we can't have a case against the government? No matter what. You just make us want to continue. Yeah, we can take another caller, Don't leave me on here to talk by myself. So, Dave, you have another song there. I think he does.
Kensington Network News. As we get ready to hear why Mia loves these, let's look at those who displayed these of their own on stage tonight already. 1. Rudifus, Destruction. Terry, Destiny. John Yard, Divine. Colin, Direct. Sammy G, Diary. Quan, Debut. Billboard, Deliberate. Blood, Delivered. Iweb, Dear Lord, he needs deliverance. Ranan, Determined. Imara, Death. Jude, Dancing. TC, Dissertation. Crystal, Disturb. Classic, Defending. Donella, Delightful. And Doyen, Distinctive. As for Adrian Clarke, he disappeared. Now let's make way for the announcer.
And it goes a little something like this. let us work together and let us prepare as best we can for Tropical Storm Dorian. It is? Dorian. I can't remember things with D's easily. I can't remember things with D's easily. I can't remember things with D's easily.
Check this out.
I can't remember things with D's easily. But Dorian.
Dorian was coming, Barbadians were waiting, anticipating the PM's address to the press and the nation. Storm situation was dangerous, destined to cause distress. She started to speak when tongue-in-cheek she says she can't remember things with these easily. Well, I laugh, I say no. Prime Minister, that ain't so. Like a breeze, you just handle these with ease. Cause me, I love these. Dedication, determination, making decisions for the country. Me, I love these. Diligent, displays intelligence, dismissing claims of unsuitability. The visa cover made it easier to tear the bark off of the DLP. So when these words I utter, take your mind out the gutter. Me I love, me I love, me I love. Definitely these, and me say me I love these. Me I love. Oh yes she does. She like Morty. In spite of alarm, Barbadians were calm. Due to deliberate action, the cabinet took volcanic ash, Hurricane Elsa, Kiwi Lash, writing their names in pages of our history's book. But COVID-19 dominated the scene. Decimation, destruction, disease. Decimation, destruction of economies, and distancing, disturbing daily duties. Now me I love these, discernment, directing this government to development and the path of prosperity. Me I love these, discipline, detecting and deterring those with visions of division and disunity. Me I love these, discussion on global television, CNN, NBC, Sky, BBC. So tell that Calypso reporter, take your mind out the gutter. Me I love these, me I love these, me I love these. Now I heard a declaration, she is a despot, a dictator, diabolical. I say she is not. Detractors create debate and discussion designed to depose. I leave them to Mia because she will deal with those. Deal with those. We're in this together. Barbadians forever. The rich, the poor, the dying, middle class. But discrimination through vaccination is a radical change through good vibes in the past, but driven by desire, determined through the fire, depending on God despite our difficulties. Dire circumstances demand we devote attention and plan to dramatic radically transform communities. Now me I love these, Dale Marshall, the Attorney General, smiling, saying brandy and punani. Me I love these, David, the former advisor with COVID, now hugging up Ronnie Clarke at VOB. Me I love these, Donville, political foe and rival, reading for pleasure in prison overseas. So when these words I utter, take your mind out the gutter. Me I love these, me I love these, me I love these. Oh, and me I love these debates. Kwon and Terry were great. They delivered dynamically and destiny. Me I love these. David, once again with COVID, he's still my friend at VOB. Me I love these. Dynamite, she blow up the dens on election night. I blowing up classic blood, I web and TC. So when these words I utter, take your mind out the gutter. Me I love these, 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 me I love these. Come here, walk like a champion, talk like a champion, and tonight there'll be a new champion. Kensington Oval, God bless the Prime Minister, and God bless you, Barbados. I am the announcer.
That's the announcer. That's the announcer. That's the announcer. That's what he does. And all this time, he was still working. I don't know if he was a programs manager then or station manager at the time. I don't know. But he was still working at Starcom. That's what he does. That's what he does. You know, I'm sure he already has his song, you know, for you know, I'm sure that he will be you know, he will be preparing his song for the next you know, next crop over, because that's what that's what he does, you know, that's what he does. Dave, if you have the ad there ready again, we want to play that. Okay, we have another song.
Oi, there, boy. Yeah. The announcer come back again. 2005. You can't stop the man. I tell you, boy, TC is the song, boy. TC is the song.
TC, I worship TC. TC, I praise TC. TC, I give my life for TC. The creator who created you and me. The author of time and space set the universe in place and all things between. It's that TC that I mean, who so loved the world he gave Jesus Christ his son to save. And through faith in him we can conquer death and the grave. But if I was TC, now politicians would be long gone for sure.
If I was TC,
so many years in power, so little for the poor.
If I was TC,
every family would own house or piece of land, never beg for food and have money in their hand. And churches who financially prosper, but so many people suffer, would cease to be. If I was TC,
oi, 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 TC, ay, 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 TC, yes, TC, no TC, free by soul, TC, every year all we hear is TC.
Well. I tell you, Eloy, he can get in trouble this year, but the lyrics noise. consistent. That's what they got today, boy. Experience day.
TC, disgusting TC.
Disgusting.
TC, shameful TC.
Shameful man.
TC, ungodly TC.
Ungodly.
Those Christians who supported buggery. In spite what the Bible say, they play the promoting, give foolish preaching, sodomy they encouraging. What a thing! So to those who behind it, salvation you better had find it, or at least know you reap the hell that you sow. And if I was TC, I would repent and confess immediately.
If I was DC,
Thank God for grace and extended mercy.
if I was DC,
I'd apologize publicly for heresy and pray that I stand firm like mahogany tree. Then I would step down from the pulpit and put a real pastor in it. That's how it would be if I was TC.
oh yo yo yo, TC, ay 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 ay, TC, yes TC, no TC, free by soul TC, every year all we hear is TC.
TC, those initials
TC.
are so applicable
TC.
to events topical. Let me give you example.
TC,
Those cricketers in West Indies colors, divided between sponsors, giving we the fans horrors. That commission, developing things urban, focusing on Hamilton, overlooking O'Brien. The commissioner, champion DJ selector, stadium reggae show killer. Look how he pull up Sizzler. Those conditions, England they represent. People asking the question, why the inmates burn them down, burn them down, burn them down. TC, I love TC. TC, I appreciate TC. TC, I welcome TC. Those calypsos of social commentary, like they want to know by Boomba, woman by Adonijah, him by RPP, culture by the mighty, Gabby, slavery done by Commander, cat attack by Observer, Gem Gone Romeo, Johnny my boy I am Calypso, fighting TC, like the point system by Colin Spencer,
critical TC,
what you waiting for by the mighty Rouser,
political TC,
raise your hand and show how you feel by Invader. Alright, can't party by we only queen Rita, Adrian, who the hell is judging we? Kids side mistaken identity. And oh foolish me, oh foolish me, I almost forgot TC.
oh yo yo yo, TC, ay 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 ay, TC, yes TC, no TC, free by soul TC, every year.
I'm tired here.
Praise the Lord. You know to back again. Play this if you dare. That's my boy. That's my boy. Love the Lord. Hallelujah.
Now, if you listen to that song, I was here writing down the number of things that he was talking, a number of things he was talking about. The first TC in that song is the creator. The T in the and the creator. That's the first TC. So he used TC to mean so many things. And he praised the creator, right? Then the next TC was the Christians. That he was calling disgusting behavior, ungodly behavior, and the Christians should repent. That's the second TC. That is the way this man writes, and they could not have stopped his song from playing on the air and at the finals because of the way the song is written. He's a very good writer, right? Then TC has to do with those cricketers, the commission, the commissioner, and he told you all, and then he started how we love TC, and that TC he's talking about is those Calypsonians, the T in the scene Calypsonians. That is, if you got to listen, it's art. You've got to listen carefully to how the songs are written. He's brilliant. And I'm sorry, our plan, well, my plan, but God does his thing. We wanted to play a lot of his songs and to just go through them. But it's now everything is working well. Now that we're ready to, now that we're ready to, to leave, then the system is working well. But one of these days we will have a proper thing and everything will be great. I want to, as I close, and we're going to play the ad, Ronnie, the ad inviting you out on Saturday to stand with Ronnie. Stand with Ronnie. This is the Stand with Ronnie movement, we're calling it, Together for Freedom. Saturday, November 15th. And it's at 10 a.m. You know where we start. Yes, bring somebody with you. And those of you who want to pray, obviously you don't think we would, bring everybody out and turn it into a prayer meeting. It just can't happen that way. However, we can stop at, and we can pray for Ronnie right there, so that can happen along with everything else that is going to happen. All right. I want to say to those of you who want and who want to have those prayer times, the more prayer, the better. So contact me and I will help to put together that prayer drive or whatever we're going to call it, all right? Where we can just pray the whole time. We did that, Dave. You remember when the march read the Vibes Cartel? It was just praying. I don't even think they sang a lot. They played a lot of songs. One person praying, they took the mic and they prayed. And we actually, what we did, we went, Dave, we did it from Kensington, not from Independence to Kensington. We reversed it and we ended at Kensington. And it was just praying the whole time. So if those of you on the line there, you want to do that, we could do the logistics for you and make it happen. And we are there promoted the same way. And those who want to come out to do that, they come out to do that. Okay. We don't need to have a fuss about it. If it's the word of God, then we don't need to fuss about it. Let God do what he wants to do. All right. All right. Wonderful. This has been precious. Dave, go ahead. Dave, thank you so much.
Hi, I'm Ronnie Clarke, and I'm home for the holidays. But join me this Saturday, November the 15th, as we come together for freedom. We march and stand because freedom of speech is under threat. I will be sharing with you something you've never heard before. I've got the details, I've got the truth, and I'll be telling you on Saturday. So think it not strange. Look how the program manager changed.
Ronnie, we don't even know, the caliber of people that God has put in our midst. Ronnie could find even humor in that. Say he's home for the holidays, thinking not strange, the program managers change. This man is so talented. He's so talented. He's so gifted. He's so real. He's a real friend too, He's real friend. Stood there. And we're going to talk about that another night, how he helps from his position in there. Everybody in the church community that you talk to is how he has stood in there like a Joseph in the time. Remember with the famine? And Joseph was there at that time to help his people. Not with breaking the rules or anything inside while he was there, but he was so accommodating and helped us through. navigate what we needed to in, in terms of media. And people are messaging me from the church. They remember Ronnie's kindness. They remember him and how he was so kind to the church community. And he never changed it. Never. Never. I'm going to talk about that. I know a lot about that. And we're going to talk about that side of him that people don't know. Yes? Good. Folks, it's been a beautiful night. Dr. Ferdinand came on. God sent him to help me. Oh my God. God is so real. God is real. I tell you. And that's how God's going to help Barbados. And he's helping Barbados. God bless you all. I love you all. Have a great, great, great night. God bless you. Thank you, Dave Weeks. Love ya.
With news from Bridgetown that must make every Calypso lover's blood boil. They fire the announcer. They fire Ronnie. Why? Cause he sing a Calypso, critical of a big wig in culture. They forget the power of Garby. We have one message. Sing Ronnie say. The station censure him. They fire the man. Cause he sing a Calypso about the culture plan. They try to shut him up. They try to kill his sound. But they can't stop the truth from spreading all around. It's the same thing they do to the mighty Garby. They bang government boots, now they vex with Ronnie. Tell them loud.
Sing, Ronnie, sing.
Let the Calypso ring.
Sing, Ronnie, sing.
The truth you must bring. Now the River Road Station. They think they clever. Throw your song in the river. But Calypso live forever. What? Calypso live forever. Yes. They ban the song. Jack who block the people's beach. They always try to silence the Calypso speech. They afraid of the peacock. They afraid of the light. They afraid of the people standing up for their right. But Ronnie joined the band of legends, proud and tall, and the people stand behind him, ready for the call. So we tell them,
Sing, Ronnie, sing.
let the Calypso ring.
Sing, Ronnie, sing.
The truth you must bring. Now the River Road Station. They think they clever. Throw your song in the river. But Calypso live forever. But Calypso live forever. Hey, 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 yes.
Sing, Ronnie, sing.
You can't ban the man song. They could throw it in the river, but it go flow out to the sea for more people to hear. My Bajan family, it's Ronnie's right to free speech.